Hi there, my name is Pablo Requena, guitar maker, and in this video we're going to see how to make one very little detail about the bridge for a flamenco guitar. It's actually the same for any bridge really, so it doesn't matter if it's flamenco or classical guitar. And when we're making the bridge, there are loads of little jobs to do. There's quite a lot of work in quite a small piece of wood really. And what we want to focus in this video is about how to make the ramp right at the end, at the edge of the bridge. So this detail here. What I find is that when I'm teaching my students or when I see guitars made by other people, sometimes the ramp in both ends are a little bit different or they're not completely flat. So to be able to do this job really well in a very simple way, I use this little jig. This jig is super simple. It's just made of a few pieces of wood. We got this central section, which is made of walnut. Again, the timber, it doesn't matter, you can do it with any scrap of timber that you got in your workshop. And basically, you got the width here, which in this jig is 30 millimeters. Usually the bridge that I make is a little bit narrower, it's about 28 or 29 millimeters. So you want this just a little bit wider than the bridge so that it will fit into it. And then we have another block on top of the base with a gap in the middle here. So this is about 8 or 9 millimeters gap. And the idea is that you can fit the bridge in. And then once you got this block, all I did was to cut an angle that I like. This one, I could tell you the angle that I have here. But the angle is not really so important. What's really important is that the angle in both sides is as similar as possible. Anyway, in this one, I have an angle of about 20 degrees. But like I say, you can make this ramp a little bit shallower or more angle. It doesn't really matter too much. For me, what's important is that both ends are as identical as possible. So I've already done this one at this end, and I'm going to show you how to do the one in the other end. So with this jig, all I need to do is to bring the bridge into the jig in the right position. And also just to mention that the bridge has a little flat on this edge. So what we're going to do is that the same flat that we got in the edge, we want to keep it on this end as well. So what that means is that when I bring the bridge into the jig, I need to bring this top corner into this edge here. So I just bring the bridge back a little bit until that's in the right position. Then also, I'm going to use a clamp to hold everything together. So I'm going to put the clamp here in the vise to help me do this. And I'm going to use a block to make sure that I don't dent the bridge when I clamp it. So I'm going to put the bridge into here. And I'm going to clamp everything together like that. Now I'm going to check that this is still in the right position. And actually, I think it has moved a little bit. So I'm just going to release the clamp very slightly. And I'm going to bring the bridge forward just very slightly, like that. Now I'm going to bring the whole thing here into the vise. And what we're going to do is that we're going to start planing this area here, but I'm not going to plane all the way down to the jig. I'm going to plane near the base, but not all the way. And this might be very obvious, but you always want to plane away from the grain. If you plane in that direction, for sure you're going to rip the grain here. So always make sure that you plane in the direction that I'm doing it. So here you can see that we started to form the ramp, but we've got a little bit more to go. So what we're going to do is that now we're going to carry on working with this sanding block. In this block I've got 120 sandpaper, and I'm going to put some pencil marks in my jig so that as I sand this down, I can see when I've gone all the way down to the jig. So that's what I'm going to do now. So you can see I still got pencil lines, even though, you know, now you can see I'm working on the rosewood of the bridge. So I need to carry on a little bit more. Okay, so now I can see that the pencil is gone in this area, but I still got some in this area and so on. So I'm just going to do a little bit more. But basically now we've got all the way down. Now what I'm going to do is, with this sanding stick, I'm going to get a little bit of sandpaper, 180, and I'm going to clean the ramp that I've just made. And then I'm going to do the same with 240. And that's it. So basically now we've got the ramp. We got the ramp that we wanted here. And the beauty of doing it with this jig, which you can see is super simple and really easy to make, is that now we know that the ramps are both exactly the same angle and the same dimensions. So you can see it's a really easy way of doing this job, and it looks perfect. So that's all for this video. I hope you find it useful, and until the next one.